So, because of time, let's try to put everything together. We have CJ Biggerman on the line. Let's find out from him how the feeling is like for him this morning. CJ, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Sammy.
Charlie, big man, how are you doing?
Charlie, by God's grace.
Yay! Yesterday I saw you and your guys. You guys were on cloud nine, man.
Oh, Charlie, how you doing?
but how was it executed? Tell me, how was it? How did you guys plan it, and how did you guys execute it?
Okay, so like I listen to a lot of hip hop, and like I watch a lot of hip hop stuff. So I've had instances where I know American style, like Big Sean was signed to a freestyle.
Mm-hmm.
He met Kanye West at a radio station, and he gave him a freestyle. He was signed.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a couple of guys get signed through freestyles.
Mm-hmm.
Drake like they signed Daylight through freestyles.
Mm-hmm.
So when I heard Rick Ross was coming from Ghana, it just clicked in my mind like, yo, if you could give this guy a freestyle, I think something might happen.
Mm-hmm.
So that was what happened. So I started listening to like Rick Ross heavily, trying to get like the best instrumental I know can capture his mind. And I usually rap in my local dialect, that's street.
Mm-hmm.
But this time around, I said no, it's Rick Ross. He's coming to Ghana. Like I really need him to appreciate me. Like, okay, there's this guy in Ghana who can really flow. So I decided to rap in English.
Mm-hmm.
So I wrote the lyrics and everything, and I had it. So I had the verse down, and I started rapping it to my team. I didn't tell them what I had in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I started rapping it to them, and everybody was like, yo, it's nice before recording. Post them on social media. I do a lot of freestyles on my social media. Biggerman does this. So it's, oh, Charlie, this will be sick, the year of return and everything. Blah, 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 blah. And I told them that I want to rap this to Rick Ross when it comes to Ghana. And they were like, am I sure? Do I think we can pull this off? And I said, yeah. So I have one guy, shouts to Maxwell, shouts to Dope Apparel. Shouts to Max. I mean, Maxwell has been amazing. Maxwell was my plug. So like I spoke to Maxwell and I told him that, bro, this is what I want to do. He's very close to Mr. Easy, and he's the son of the owner of Fiesta Royale.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So he's very close to Mr. Easy. That's where Mr. Easy sleeps when he comes.
Oh.
So I told him that, bro, this is what I want to do. And I just need you to give me the time Rick Ross is arriving in Ghana and the hotel he's going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very vital information that you're not just going to get.
Not at all. Not at all. You won't get.
So he had to risk it for me because he believes in me. I told him that he should be part of my history. I can even send you a voice note where I was telling him that he's going to be part of my history because this is what I want to do and I know it's going to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
He said, okay. So he told me he's coming at 6:45 and he told me that he was going to sleep at Kimpiski. So by 4 o'clock, I was ready and about to move to the hotel. So I was with my best friend, the guy who took the video. And we were going to buy food and it wasn't even 6:45 and Maxwell texted me that Rick Ross just touched down.
Wow.
So we had to leave the food and rush with my manager and everybody. So we went to the hotel and I was just sitting down and I was just meditating. Joe Metal was even sitting opposite me. And I was just saying in my head, I tap into Joe Metal's anointing. I just tap into
I tap into Joe Metal's anointing. Wow.
Exactly. So I was just sitting down, just concentrating, and I saw that the motor riders and everybody had arrived. And my manager was outside, and my manager was like, come forward. So I just got it, the last beam I had in me, and I moved forward and I gave that freestyle.
I see. So what it means is that it was not as if you arranged with the organizers to do this.
No, I don't know the organizers. How can you organize with like Mr. Easy? They are so busy. Like I'm an upcoming artist trying to find my spot. I don't have that kind of connect to arrange.
Okay. Now let's do this. The lines you did, can you do same before we continue with the conversation?
Yeah. Okay. So I was like, I got nothing to lose. Just me and my goons trying to make it big. So I gotta risk it. eyes on me. They see nothing in me. To them, I'm just a misfit. A misfit, but they know that I do spit. I do spit, and yes, I'm desperate. I'm desperate for a breakthrough. It's hard out here, so mama waiting on me to come through. Every day I'm hustling. This West I be juggling. I stay lit. Be like I the bath plus gasoline. Isolate my body from negative vibes. You don't F with me, F with myself. Vaseline. Everybody trying to make it bigger than the next man. Waste man. No time to waste on the waste man. A-can. For these bars, I'm a convict. Serial killer. Putting knife in the conflict. Black. Yeah, trying to make a million, still meek. Yeah, double MG goes deep. Yeah, last of a dying breed. Yeah, I'm rare. Yeah, so I live to fight. I fight to live. I ain't God though. Like I paid the price to be the boss. Like Ricky Ross, it's not my fault. Anyways, I got home support and that's enough. I pray he F's with me because he knows I got it. If I ever get a cosign, it's gonna be iconic. I'm trying to be a hood billionaire, and that's so symbolic. This is deeper than rap, my life. I know you know it.
Wow. So how did you play the instrumental? Because I think I heard some instrumental.
Yeah, I was having a sound bar with me, anchor sound bar in my hand, and I had connected it to my phone. I had charged my phone fully charged.
I see. So after doing it, what did he say? Because I saw Ricky. He even came to do a selfie with you. What did he say crazy. Actually?
It was crazy. He just held my hands and he told me, "Am I ready to perform with him tomorrow?" That's today. He asked me, "Am I ready to perform with him?" That's what he told me. He said, "Am I ready?" And I said, "Yes." And he told me, "I'm performing with him today." And he told them that they should take my number. So they made me sit down and they came for my number. And the guy who is handling him came back and he's like, "Yo, they are just talking about you. They've been talking about you since." So I was just there and I saw that he followed me on Twitter and he started mentioning me he posted me on his IG story. He started retweeting anything about me and we started having a conversation in his DM.
Wow. So now Rose is following CJ Biggerman.
Yeah, yes.
Charlie, you've made it in life, man. You've made it in life, man. I see. Now, so what is the final desire? What really do you wish comes out of this?
At the end of the day, he has given me enough leverage. You know how it's very difficult for an upcoming artist. Sammy Flex, you've known me for years.
I know, right?
You know there's this dope rapper, CJ Biggerman, but like it's just difficult to penetrate. So I'm glad right now I'm trending #1 on Twitter. I've been trending since yesterday. Right now, like all eyes is on me. So my new project, the DJs, the presented, everybody, they should just support me so that I put my music out there. So that at the end of the day, maybe I go blow more than I go figure more than buy my mommy some small car.
Wow. Now, is it also your wish that maybe some featuring or some collaboration happens out of this?
Oh, why not? If it happens, I'm great. But what has happened now is enough. But if God wants to continue to bless me and make my new year better, why not? Why not? I receive it.
Wow. So how prepared are you? Has the team given you maybe the instrumental you'll be using to perform with him today?
Yeah.
Have they given you some one or two?
Okay. So request says I should perform one song.
One of your own songs?
Yeah, one of my own songs.
Which is going to be Chuku Chuku or?
Either Chuku Chuku or
Lebubu, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, or money. My new release, I have a new song on money. So it's just gonna be either one of them, and maybe I'll do another freestyle for the crowd.
I see. Now the instrumentation you used for the freestyle you did for Rose, what song was that?
It's Jay-Z featuring Cross.
Oh, okay. So there's an instrumentation he knows.
Yeah, exactly. It was part of the plan so that when he listens to it, he has this nostalgic feeling that I know this particular beat, and it doesn't sound weird to him.
I see. So when you go home last night, how did you sleep?
Charlie, I couldn't sleep up to now. I'm even going for an interview. Like I'm at a place going for an interview. Like I have like 10 book interviews right now, and it's It's crazy. It's crazy.
I saw. Charlie, this is the time. The only unfortunate thing is that Xylophone FM's showbiz agenda has beaten you on Twitter. We are at number 1. You are at number 5 now. No, we couldn't allow you to trend the last night. This morning, Charlie, we forbid you small.
No, yeah, today if I perform plus records, I will come again. So.
I know. I'm so sure you come again. But then we'll be sleeping. But then we all come to the Untamed joint to come watch you.
Sure.
We wish you well, and it is our hope that this turns out to be something beyond just what you are going to do with him. It is our hope that maybe, who knows, they can even sign you on, take you to the States to start your music career there. So we wish you well. We wish you well. Yeah.
Thank you. And a big shout out to Arnold, man. Arnold has always been supportive.
I know.
Shout out to Arnold. God bless you, Arnold.
Big ups to you, CJ Biggerman, and be good, yeah. All right, bruh. Your boy CJ Biggerman is on the rise like stew. That is what Bloke is to say. I'm on the rise like stew.
Yeah. I think big shouts to him. You know, and this is good news. Not too long ago, the meet and greet became Polo and Cardi B.
Yeah.
Big things came out.
Cardi B, I saw Kiapim shooting a video for
Cardi B.
No, for her song.
Oh.
She has a song with TikTok.
Kiapim Polo.
Kiapim Polo, from me sexy Polo. Kwe kwe, mi kunu kwe kwe.
And CJ Biggerman, I think this was well thought out. Sometimes you just have to take
a little courage.
A little courage. You just have to do the undo.
A little courage and confidence and poof.
Yes, and it just works like that. Usually these things are hit or miss moments.
Of course.
But either ways.
But I should go for the risk.
Yes, you go for the risk. And either ways, just look at the positive side. If Rick had shoved him off and they had tried doing something with him, that video would still trend.
Yeah.
And the conversation would still be around him.
What was he going to
do? I mean, we'll talk and it could even end up being positive again, because when the video trends, they keep mentioning recrossing it, and he feels like, oh, what did I really do to this gentleman? He has following. People care about him, either trolling him or whatever it is. People pay attention to him. Well, let me sort this thing out, do PR, draw him closer, let him feel like, look, what I did, I'm sorry about it. Well, can we do a feature or something? Can I listen to your stuff? And boom, we're gone. So it's a risk that's worth taking. Because whichever way it goes, CJ Biggerman wins. I'm extremely happy for him, because this dream has been on since his secondary school days.
I know.
And he's been pushing it till now.
I know.
You don't quit. You don't quit. If you really want to get to where you're going, you don't quit. I was telling my guys, MNSGA, that once you keep doing something good and you're doing the right thing, God will never watch you for it to fail. I mean, it's just a rule of life. And feel that once you keep consistent and keep doing the same thing and doing it well, it will build up. Kiapim Polo had a positive feedback from all even though we classify it as nonsense. I mean, as per what people say about her, she's been very consistent with the nonsense.
Yeah.
And so it has to pay off. No matter what, it has to pay off, because she's been doing the same thing over and over again. Yes, who Junso go for a
poor room.
Yes. Whether Junso ni go no Junso ana Junso. That's a statement of fact.
Not gossip.
Not gossip. Whether it is Fever Junso or the white one.
Okay.
Once you put it at the same place,
you get the same results.
You get feedback.
Yeah,
yes. So
true.
Whether you're doing it positively or negatively, once you do it consistently, the feedback is great. And recross with the following and the global acceptance, global establishment.
Throwing him left, right, center, and he's going to still get some following out of that.
And I think I saw him respond to a post he made in October 13th or so. So it means he's gone through his page. Again, this brings us back to the kind of things you put on your wall. The kind of things you put on your wall. If you really want to be taken serious, you do not be mindful of what you put on your walls. Be very, very mindful of it, because it will come back to haunt you.
I know.
Rick had gone through and he answered one thing. He said, CJ Biggerman, I think he said, tell me what you like about me. And Rick wrote ambition. And this was done months ago.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, definitely if he posts links of his songs, I'm sure by now Rick has listened to some of his songs and felt the guy. So look, we build our portfolio. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So each day we're trying to make it look good. You know, by what we post, by what we do. I'm happy for, you know, CJ Biggerman. He's trending. Attention is going to be on him. The good thing, he wasn't doing bad though. He's known. You know, the name CJ Biggerman is known. Yes, he's not your over-the-top blown artist, but when you're mentioning, you know, the new crop of artists, when you mention CJ Biggerman, he's not obscure. People know about him. People know his songs, but he needs this one to give him the big break. You know, that attention will start coming on him. So when you're mentioning the top 10, he's in there. When you're mentioning guys, you know, you need to draw following to you, they are in there. And the fact that he even used an instrumental that, you know, Rick Ross is familiar with, that's some sense right there. Because one, you don't want to confuse him with the language.
Yeah.
You know, even though he will like the vibe that you're doing something authentic, you don't have the chance to risk anything. So just go straight to the point. One, give him something he can relate to, and by so doing, he would want to know what you can do on what he has already done. And that's what CJ Biggerman did. He gave him his own cake and then added a bit of spice to it, and I think he felt it. And the freestyle is.
It's on point.
It's on point. The story he's telling in it. I mean, this guy,
the lyrics.
Yes.
I know they are on point.
Heavy lyrics.
Yes.
Lyrics that
they make sense.
You know, and it's something
like rap lyrics.
Yes, Rick. I'm sure Rick has experienced the lyrics. You know, the ambition, the zeal of wanting to make mama proud. You know, the pressure that society puts on you. You know, things that people know you are very good at, but they are just turning a blind eye to it, or they genuinely cannot help you. So you have people saying, "Minim say or you good oh, just a mean to me buano," and they wish you well. Deep within them, they wish you well, but they just are not in a position to help you. I mean, all these top guys have been through that situation. I'm sure Rick Ross has had his fair share of it, where he was struggling in the neighborhood. His boys knew he was good, but they weren't in a position to help him, and he needed a bugger to also help him. So it's a story you can relate to, and I'm sure they paused and listened again and knew that this guy is saying something. And Charlie, kudos to him. One more job for him to do would be tonight.
Yeah,
he should be able to, you know, sweep us off our feet.
And if he's able to kill it tonight, I'm sure bigger things will come out.
And this is one way we can help CJ to kill it. We are Ghanaians going to this event.
Let's go and cheer him
up. The very
up.
moment CJ comes on stage,
we should make noise.
Like make
I
Rick feel like this guy is
a star already.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
No, I love this point. That
is the only way we can help him. Of course, we can't give him money. We can't give him the lyrics.
No, I love this.
He already has the song. So Obano betu nyumfun krana. Moment and no the idea ko heaven.
It's good just saying that in tree.
You know, go on. Yes. Say nyumni and nyumfun krana. Of course, he doesn't have nyumfun. But who want to say nyumfun krana?
No, support him.
Support him.
Whoa,
freestyle be your baby.
Yeah, to your home form.
Yes. Munye de dia man important na de ninja non twaso. So say the guys will be behind and be like, really? He has following. Because in the freestyle, he mentioned something like he has home support.
Yeah.
Let Rick Ross and his people feel it. In fact, let's all say we helped him blow.
Good.
Today is the day. Yanko Buano. All we need is the noise from you and the vibe and the hype and make him feel good. Make Rick Ross know that Charlie, he didn't also just come to support
some whack guy.
Yeah. Let's build that. It's all about imagery.
Thank you so much. Great points there shared by Arnold Mason Levanyo. Vibes in 5 link up reloaded. Yes, Steve.
Yeah,
let me listen to you.
I'm excited for CJ. Make I say when I met him, first time I met him was when we went to the VJMA nominees jam at that is
Kumasi.
At Sunyani, exactly.
Okay.
And I like the guy vibe. He's friendly. He's good, and he's good. He just needed a break, and he's tried a lot of things. This plan worked well, and it was well thought through. I must admit, because I think the fact that he had to even make contact on exactly what time the guys are arriving, have to be there, make sure his phone is on full charge, was smart. And the team that around him also supporting him and pushing him to do it was also very good. Because obviously some of us would have probably been a bit jittery about whether it's really
then negative vibe.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really negative. It's just being
careful.
Exactly. So I'm happy for him. And as Arnold said, at the phone cramp, let's push him, because it's important we do this so that
this is his reality show final.
Exactly. Let's because I believe if he gets some I mean, if you get even a verse from, I mean, it's amazing. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's all support him. I'll just say that he should be, when he's speaking on radio, he should be careful what he says, because I am saying I am not or release it
too much information. Yeah,
because
that's
one information.
Charlie, it's about the excitement.
Yeah, exactly.
It's about the excitement.
I'll hit him up after this point.
Good.
I think that on that level, everyone, but he is just on the right path going.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Let me move on to Jibril from ghkasa.com, bro.
Congratulations to CJ. I'm happy. What we can do right now, I'm sure Rick Ross, as is in town, his team definitely, most of the time, you get to find their team in the morning like this. They try to listen to radio and watch TV to know what's actually happening. So it will be very good. At least I know it's difficult because some radio stations have a schedule, but we can as much as find space to at least play one or two of his songs to actually also let them feel exactly. We can all start it from wherever whichever corner we find ourselves. And so yes, he's trending on Twitter. Let the TV and radio stations also pick it, and then at least play one or two of his songs to activate that emotion, because this CJ Biggerman and Rick Roston, it didn't start now. It started from the day he asked him what does he see in him, and he was able to reply. That was like months ago. And so you realize that Rick Ross was on top, as in probably in contact, but even though it wasn't direct. And so CJ Biggerman bringing up that initiative of going to sit and then put up those words and rap to him was a very big plan, and I'm so happy for him, because to be sincere, if I was in his team, I wouldn't have approved him to even go
closer.
Yes, to go closer, because
of the fear of some punch.
Too much fear. But Arnold has been able to curl it very well. Whether even if Rick Ross had ignored him or probably gone out, it would have still been something good for CJ Biggerman. Yes, and then his team is strong. I sometimes
solid boys.
Yes, I think I met
sometimes the people around you
positive. I met
that
Ato.
is Fiesta Royal Hotel's son, you know.
Yes, and I met Ato, and the way the plan they had for him, it's conk, and I think they should be able.
But that is DNA Ato, eh?
No, the Laugh Line guys.
And that is DNA Ato.
Yes. Yeah. The plan they had for him is conk, and I pray that it goes on and it becomes positive. We would all be happy if he kills it on stage today, and I am very positive, because the first time I watched him was on the VGA made something at Sunyani, and you see the way the Sunyani guys sang to vibe with him on stage, you know, that Obolo guy on stage, and he's able to be jumping from one side to the other. I think it was a perfect plan, and today through Obolo guys, even though yes, Rick has been able to reduce his weight.
Rick but
still Obolo no one. Yeah, two Obolo guys going to jump on one stage is a massive thing. I pray for him, and I think it's
I'm sure if you are a smart guy as a boutique owner, today you should even style this guy for
fast
because his photos and videos will trend
fast.
It's true.
Fast.
Rick and his people, they will capture it, put it on their timeline
fast.
So we also vibe with the fact that I even styled him.
Now, if you have a car,
if someone has some business like that,
yes, even if you
have a guy, boy, what do you want to wear today? Come and let me give you some Timberland wear, big jeans. Yeah.
So even if you have a car, a company, a rental company, this is another chance for you.
Anything about CJ Biggerman today is news.
Yes.
How he gets to the venue. You know, where he stays, what he says, what he does until he gets on stage.
Everything is news.
It's going to,
yes, but I'm sure the bigger one will be
the costume.
Yes,
but so
someone should steal that.
The team is still creative. You guys think about creating lots of news around him.
Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much. Let me.